Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you this new book that came out. This is the newest version of the Mystery Mosaics by Malie Kokoro. This is color by number Mystery Mosaics. This is the 80s vibes, and you guys, this book is so great. I'm so excited about this one. So this has 34 illustrations that are all 80s vibes, 80s themed, and there is 15 colors in the color palette for the color by numbers, and then there's 5 different mosaic shapes. Here is the back of the book. There's 34 unique illustrations. Here's the 15 colors that are in the color palette. And then the 5 different shapes that the mosaics come in is circle, diamond, hexagon, square, and triangle. I will link this book below in the description box so you guys can find it over on Amazon. Here is the title page, and then you get this little title page to put your name on. And I love how it has the little mosaic circles and hexagons there for you to color. That is so cute. There is some information about how to use the book. The left-hand side has this really cool movie picture here with all different movies from the 80s. These just totally bring back so many memories. And then there is different quotes on each of the left-hand side pages that are famous quotes from different 80s movies. Here on the right hand side, it has all the 15 colors that are in the color combo, and there is little circles there so you can test out each of the colors and find that perfect match, and then you can keep track of what color it was. I did this first page here. I was so excited that there was a Care Bear. This is a mystery mosaic book, so you don't know what any of the pictures are going to be unless you would like to know. On the back of each of the pages, there is a little QR code, so you can take your cell phone, if like your smartphone, and go into the picture app, and if you hold this up, it will take you to the Malie Kokoro website, and then you'll be able to see what the picture will look like. So I really wanted to do the Care Bear. I saw that little cutie on the cover, and so I was scanning all the pictures, and I was so excited it was the first one to pop up. And I scanned all the pictures to see what they were gonna be, and oh my gosh, there's so many that I wanna do right away. This book is so stinking cute. The left-hand side here has a color chart, which is so cool, so you can test out all the colors that are gonna be on the color chart. I love how it has more than one circle, so you can really find that perfect match. The first brown I did, I wasn't super happy with that color. It was a little bit too dark, and then I was able to test it out again. Same with the green and the like pinky purple here. So I love that you're able to do that. Another really cool thing you can see is there's a spot for you to keep track of the number code for the marker that you're using. I actually use Crayola markers for this one, so I didn't have to write down the code because Crayola markers don't have numbers on them, but you could write the code if you wanted to, if you're using markers that did have that. There is little tiny ink swatches there, so you can see this one is saying that it's going to use about a half of an ink of purple. This one's showing it's going to use 1, and the red's showing it's going to use a lot of red. I love that so much, especially using alcohol markers or just any type of markers. They can run out really quickly, and sometimes if you know going into a picture that there's a ton of red, you would definitely make a different selection of your red markers knowing you need a lot. Or if there's just a tiny bit, say of like a little bit of the number 8, there's very few little spots of number 8, and I have a little bucket of markers that are like on their last leg and they don't have a ton in it. So if you know going into a coloring ahead of time how much marker you'll need, that is so super helpful. So the markers that I did use for this are these Crayola Super Tip 20 pack, and these colors were perfect for all the colors that you have in the color by number. There was one gray in the Crayola package, and this actually has 2 grays in it, but I just found that if you went over the gray twice, it would give you just the perfect darkness to be a little bit of a darker gray. So that's how I managed that one. Love these markers. They're so inexpensive. I will link them below. They're super cheap on Amazon. And as much as I love alcohol markers, I also love a good Crayola marker. Like, the colors are so vibrant. I love juicy markers. So these are have been amazing. I've been coloring with them in so many of my mosaic books, especially because you don't have to worry about like streaky lines with the water-based markers. The nice thing about this book is these are single-sided pages. So just the quotes and the little poster picture is going to be here. So if you did want to use alcohol markers, you definitely could. I've used alcohol markers in Malie Kokoro's other books, and they work perfectly. So it's definitely whatever you'd like to use. Pencil crayons would work, gel pens, you could really use any type of coloring that you would like to, any type of coloring materials. Another really cool thing about Malie Kokoro's books is at the bottom, it shows about approximately how long it will take you to do each of the pages. And I love that because you're able to see if it's a really long page or if it's going to be a little bit shorter of a page. He has horizontal pages and vertical pages. There is like half pages, which are really cool. I've never seen this in any other Mosaic mystery books. This is the only person I've seen do this. It's so unique. And these ones take about 35 minutes. So if you don't have a ton of time to color, you could just do like one of the smaller pages, which is really cool. So here are the different conversions of the mosaic. So these ones are the diamonds, some circles, hexagons, squares. Just a really unique book. You can tell a ton of thought and energy and work went into making this book just to figure out all the different cute quotes that was used and to pick out all the pictures. It's just a really nice book, and I just love when getting books that are just a really good quality and really well thought out, and it just has everything that you could possibly think of in it. I love, love, love that. So this is definitely be one that I tried to complete in my collection. I love completing books, and this is definitely one I'll want to pull to color again and again. So you can't really tell what the pictures are, but I'm just flipping. You can kind of get an idea of what some of them are. This is a bonus page. So when you purchase different books, they come with little bits, and then it's almost like a puzzle, so you can put the pieces together from all of the books. Here is the coloring tracker, which I really love. You can keep track of which pages you've completed. You can rate them out of 5, and then you could even keep track of what type of marker you use if you wanted to write Crayola or a hoo-hoo or gel pens, whatever you used for that particular page, you could write there, anything you wanted to document. Then at the bottom here, there is a little tracker to keep track of how far you are to being completed the book. So every time you color a page, you color in one of the circles, and it will show you how far you are to being completed the book, which I love. I really get excited about finishing books, and I think I almost have about 30 books completed now. And so this is definitely one I'm going to be completing, and I just love the little tracker. That makes me want to complete it even more. Then there's one more little mosaic there for you at the end. And here are the other books that are in this series. So there is also Animals, which I'm going to be sharing in a few days. It comes in the black standard version, or you can get it in the blue version. So if you get it in the blue version, these pages here would be like a blue color. There is a dragon one, which I don't have yet, and that looks really, really cool. It comes in like black or a burgundy version. There is 90s Vibes, which I've previously shown if you want to go back to that video to see it. It comes in black or the orange. There is Babies, which I don't have that one yet, but it looks super cute. Look at the little hedgie. And there is also a purple option for the Japan one, which I do also have a video of, and it is so lovely as well. It comes in black or red, and then this is the book I'm showing right now, so you can get it in the black version or this like navy version. I cannot wait to see what this illustrator comes out with next, because each book is just so thought out, and I get so excited to see what the different mysteries are going to be within it. So that is the book. I will link it below in the description box for you guys, and I will also link the markers so that you guys can find those. I do think they're really great for these mystery mosaics, and with a color palette of 15 markers, the 20 set is perfect. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.